From the heart of Hollywood, Cinema Confidential will show you the inspiring stories of a few people who have made it into the show business, as well as we'll take you to exciting film locations.
But otherwise, I think it's just like staying positive about and celebrating the little wins when you have them, you know, like the little steps in the progress, because every little bit helps, you know, and is pushing you towards, I suppose, that end goal of what you want to achieve. So.
And also to think that a small film like Moonlight that was made for so little money and in so little time can have the impact that it has had. This feels really special to me to be a part of that.
I think it's a confidence thing, because even a lot of people, there's a lot of things that a lot of people can do that I think they just think that they can't do them, you know, athletically, like stunt-wise, things like that. Like, even, I'm sure you could do a backflip if you really try. We're gonna find out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's find out.
It's an interesting time as to how projects are both being set up and getting made, but more interesting how they're being distributed and delivered to the audiences.
The light's not right on a shoot, or the words aren't flowing. You take a break, you take a walk, and then you try again, and it may take you 100 times. But eventually it all comes together, and there's nothing more satisfying knowing that you took an idea and brought it to fruition, and you see it kind of have a life of its own.
You know, there's nothing that a man likes than a bunch of good-looking women talking about how cute he is, or how nice and smart. It's, you know, it's very mollifying for the ego, but yeah, I try to, you know, even playing villains, you try to use that smile a little, and because villains aren't spending all their time being morose. Some.
I find that if I approach every painting or even acting job like it's my first, I don't really know what I'm doing, because a lot of times I don't feel like I know what I'm doing. It leaves a lot of room for mistakes that could be magic mistakes and happy mistakes, and then cause me to grow as an artist.
It's in the business, sustaining and wanting to get that next part, all the little intricate details of it that can be difficult.
But I have to say, I love to have sort of quiet time for myself, because, you know, it's such a stressful environment. You always have to be attached to your phone and taking calls every day, and then you're trying to make a movie, and the movie falls apart, and then trying to make the next movie, and then you're juggling like 5-10 projects at the same time.
There's no rule. There's no, you know, what works for me might not work for someone else, you know? Everyone has their story. But the main thing is tenacity. If you love it that much, no matter what business you're in, you gotta be tenacious.
Димитър, никога не взимай бележка от никого преди да букнеш ролята. След това, единственият, който може да ти даде бележка е режисьор. It takes courage to change people's hearts.
And the best sigh of relief is when it's all in the can and it's done. And then
you have to worry about editing.
Then it's editing, but editing I can live with editing.
Music.
Editing, music, sound effects, those are all doable, but getting it in the can is the hardest thing of all.